think it's just like really interesting because obviously we moved into the van for a specific reason, which was like to go rock climbing and then eventually to go mountain biking. And we fell in love with like the ease of being able to be in the van and go and do these adventures. And then like making the videos, you end up just trying to like display how it makes you feel in these videos. And that's like what I think inspires people, you know? When we first started living in the van and like making the YouTube videos and it started generating income and Allie quit her job, it was maybe like a couple months on the road before Allie started saying like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything that's like helping a community or a people, like this job isn't fulfilling. And that was like a concern that she really had because she worked in healthcare for a really long time, which is like super noble and like you feel like you're making a difference and like the difference that you're making is tangible and visible. And like the difference that we were making is invisible to us because it's these people that are inspired or viewers or things like that that we didn't even know about for months and months. And by the time we started realizing it, I remember saying like, Allie, this is why it's fulfilling. Like the emails that we would get or the comments that we would get of people saying like, you guys are so inspiring and this has changed my life and you've given me like, you know, the confidence to sell my house and buy a van and like hit the road. And it's like, it's just so unique and it's like overwhelming that like you almost don't believe it sometimes when you hear it, you know?
That's why I think we owe a lot to our audience and to the community out there is because we wouldn't be where we are today without them at the end of the day.
We're Trent and Allie, and
I think Allie and I both kind of thrive in chaos.
whether we're driving around the world, building a cabin in the winter, or exploring the mountains, we are always up for an adventure.
This is Henry. He's actually one of the creators and owners of the Moonshade, or Moonfab is the company that makes the Moonshade. You guys have seen us talk about it a lot. And they're actually doing a documentary called On the Road, which is basically about all the people that use the Moonshade and live in the van. They were just here doing a little bit of filming of us. Normally we put the camera on us, but they were putting the camera on us today, which was a little bit out of the ordinary, but we had a good time.
We got a camera here, we got a camera behind you. I just am a little overwhelmed.
I would say I would never do this with anybody else. And I would never do this by myself. I have huge respect for people that do this on their own because it's extremely overwhelming and I definitely wouldn't even do this if Trent hadn't wanted to do it.
So when you follow someone on Instagram or you follow somebody on YouTube and you put them in this box as like, oh, well, Trent and Allie, they're van lifers, they live in a van. And it's almost like we're destined to be in this box. And if we try and step outside this box, like we're not supposed to do that. It was an intentional transition for us to transition into building a house in the States. Our North Star is like freedom, togetherness, and happiness. And it's like, as long as we can attain those things with whatever we're doing, then we're always happy. And like YouTube gives us the opportunity to basically never be without each other. We're just at each other's side all day, every day. That's like the only way we want to be, is we just want to be together every single day. And YouTube gives us the freedom to kind of do whatever we want and lets us pick our path and challenge ourselves, and that's like how we grow over time. And I wouldn't do it with anybody else either.
Come on in.
The van can be like this vehicle that like takes you the places you want to go. Yeah, literally and figuratively.
For us, the point of living in the van was not to live in it, but to live outside of it. So inside the van has everything you need to be comfortable just on like a day-to-day basis, but you want to be outside experiencing the world.
Every time we get into it, it's just like, it's like an old friend, you know, you get in and it's just like all so familiar and brings back all the memories.
Yeah, this definitely feels like our first home, and I think it always will.